Hey Gemini, how's it going? It's Nell. Happy New Year. How you doing? How y'all been? We're here. So let's go ahead and hop into this reading. I'm just going to cleanse my cards real quick. Okay. Whew, if you want to center in with me, we can go ahead and ask Spirit, what messages do you have for Gemini for the month of February 2018? Spirit, please give me the messages that will help align Gemini with their highest good for the month of February 2018. Uh-oh. Let me try to get a couple more for you guys so I can tell a complete story. How you guys been feeling since January? Like, a lot has gone on, seriously. And I'm just feeling like me, myself, the Aquarius, honey. All these moons and eclipses and solar eclipse, lunar eclipse, all this stuff is taking a toll on me. So I'm just happy to be here. One more for Gemini. Please be very deliberate in your messages. Spirit. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I just drank a smoothie. Lots of kale. Lots of kale. I need some food. All right. All right, so I have the Chariot, the Five of Pentacles, the World, the Three of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, and Justice. Okay, so Gemini, the agenda is to push forward. You are trying to balance yourself out now. You're trying to get on an even keel. You're trying to come into alignment with your highest purpose. And I feel like all hands are definitely on deck as of right now. I will say, okay, so there's a balancing of the shadowy aspects of yourself and the lighter aspects of yourself, the things that you feel make you a deplorable human being, you know, an honorable human being. And then there's also those things that you know are kind of like the grim realities of who you are, which is cool because you know what? At the end of the day, we all need to be aware of those things, and too many people run from that. I feel like at this point, you are or need to be focused on finding your highest truth. What is, you know, within this, what is your highest truth? What are the things that could potentially be holding your chariot back? Because the chariot cannot go forward if it's not balanced. And it's like once you reach that point, you become I keep saying this word, highly exalted. All this purple, right? There's this royal energy, even as far as how you see the world at large and how you wish to influence the world and, you know, put yourself into the world. Is a very prideful essence to it. Even with this three of Pentacles, it's like, you know who you are, you know what you want, you know what you're going after, and you also have the Knight of Wands. I mean, come on. There's this rush of energy. It's just a rush of energy, and it's righteous. It's even. It's not coming from too much of an egoic place. It's not coming from too much of a sort of humble and, you know, I'm not perfect place. It's perfectly balanced. And even still, you're finding room to be too prideful to accept all the help that is being made available to you. My advice to you guys in this instance is to try and get out of your own way. Is something burning? Oh, the heck? My advice to you is to try to get out of your own way as much as possible. Avoid struggling with those who are on, I'm going to just say it, a lower vibrational frequency than you. Try to avoid getting bogged down by all the pitfalls that could happen. Like people being like, oh no, you don't want to go with, you know, this is these two people standing outside of the church, suffering colds, without food. And the church is a institution that offers you safety, right? At least in this instance, it's an institution to where you're supposed to be able to go in and get what it is that you need. And so they're being too prideful. They'd rather struggle alone than to give in to the man and give in to, you know, the resources and the help that's being made available to them. And so there could be somebody that's with you that's inspiring this fear of the world, of the institution, in you, and saying, no, we must struggle together, we'll get there together. And that's cool and all, and I'm a bit of a conspiracy theorist myself, like, don't get me wrong, but at the same time, life sometimes is about playing the game You know that better than anybody. Like, you gotta do what you gotta do to get from point A to point B, to get from where you are to where you want to be. And then from there, you might be able to make other decisions on how you wish to elevate. But at the time being, like, you're suffering unnecessarily for the sake of another person, or for the sake of being too prideful, and this other person's encouraging it, and they're giving you just enough strength to continue on with the stupidity. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. So really just taking your own view of the world back into your hands, seeing it as an opportunity for so much to happen. And with Gemini, the thing about you guys is you can see the evils and the goods all at once. And that's really that's the gift. That's the key of the world. It's like, it's never going to be fully bad. It's never going to be fully good. There's a bunch of gray area. But within that, if you can find the good for you, you can really do a lot and overcome a lot within this lifetime. And I feel like that's the thing that you're most focused on. It's like, okay, I have a vision. I have an ambition. I have this creative idea in my mind that I've been brewing for quite some time. I'm ready to go there, right? And so it's not being afraid to hop over whatever obstacles come your way, because you just have that much intensity about your beliefs, right? The wands are beliefs. They're creative ideas, creative beliefs, creative institutions within ourselves. It's like, it might be something that has been disproved before. It's just like, okay, the person who wants to be a music artist and their parents were musicians and their parents didn't make it. So their parents want to tell them, no, you don't need to go be a musician, be a doctor. And they're like, bruh, be a doctor? I ain't trying to suffer and go to school for 10 years to do something I hate. Good luck to all the people who want to do that, but I don't want to do that. I see more in the world for myself, and I'm going to figure out a way to make it real. I'm going to practice. I'm going to figure out who I am. I'm going to say, okay, where is it that I'm lacking? Do I have my music business in order? Do I have my team in order? Do I have my creativity in order? Does my music suck? Maybe I should go get a ghostwriter. All right, let me get the ghostwriter. Okay, everything else is cool. All right, I'm balanced now. You can't stop me. That type of energy. That's really the story that I'm seeing with all of this. So let's go ahead and pull some love cards for you. I feel like I need to stop doing all these videos in one day, because by the end of it, I'm just like reading through. This is what's happening. Yeah, no, that's it. No. It's like the readings get shorter and shorter, and I hate that. But that's why I started with Gemini this time, because usually y'all get the long readings. So sorry, not sorry. Yes. Okay, everything I just said. You got passion. You guys got passion. I'm sorry. I'm such a shorty. Passion, finances and career, and flirt, which is basically everything I just said. Is this all? Okay. So as far as passion goes, this directly connects with this card. The Knight of Wands is very, if anything, passionate. They have a vision. They understand exactly what fires they need to light under people in order to get them to move. I don't want to say it's a manipulative energy, but it is a very inspiring, and it's a energy that puts people in the space of being in awe. Like, oh my God, I can't believe you have that much. Like, think Kanye, right? Okay, he's got that Gemini passion about him. And even if you disagree, like, that guy has conviction. He's provocative. What they say? I don't know what he said, but it's provocative. Yeah, like, that energy behind you is going to help you. And even in your love pursuits, like, sometimes love can be a gateway to success for some people. And I don't want to say, F your way to the top. That's not it. But when people can sense that passion on you, it's attractive in all realms. Finances and career, I feel like that would be this card here, developing your finances, getting your business straight, and also seeing the truths about where your finances might not be as stable as they need to be, where your career might not be as even as it needs to be, and adjusting that to and even this, seeking the help that you need. You might not be able to do everything on your own. You might need to go get a loan. You might need to ask somebody for some help. You might need to outsource it by way of bartering or something with somebody else to get the things that you need. But it says financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. So also, you might be sort of okay, so whenever you're passionate about something and you have something going for your life and you're investing into that, your love life may suffer depending on how good you are at juggling the two. From what I know about the Gemini energy, Gemini could give a fuck about how you feel if their life is not together, because they do not like to be unwound. You know what I'm saying? Geminis don't like to necessarily not know. Okay, and if they're not successful, that alludes to the fact that there is something that they do not know. And so they're going to put their energy towards finding that out, figuring out what it is that they need to incorporate into their knowing, into their being, to help them achieve. So the finances and career might put a damper on your love life if you don't get on top of it. And if you're spending too much time being on top of it, honestly, until you get that stuff settled, you can't really give your energy to another person so freely, because it's just, you're not going to be happy at the time. I'm just be honest. And then flirt. So I feel like this is where maybe committing to a serious relationship right now might not be the wave for your girl or your boy, because you have so much in front of you. It's almost like, what would be the point? Unless that person is with you on your chariot, shooting with you in the gym. You know what I'm saying? But 9 times out of 10, with this card, is indicating that if you do have a love partnership right now, if this resonates, it does. If it doesn't, let it fly. Okay? But if you are in an intimate relationship right now, that person might not be as supportive of you really going after those higher, like entering into the new paradigms of success, because they almost like want you to struggle with them. They almost don't want you to reach the level that your passion can propel you to, because that means then you leave them in the cold, because maybe they're not ready to go in. Maybe they got some sort of deep-seated stuff against the establishment. They want to live a life different from what it is that you're doing. So, extend your lighthearted energies to others. I don't feel like it's a time to be as serious right now within your love life. I think that self-love is the best love. Getting your career life stable first, and your finances stable first, and just being passionate about what it is that you love will put you in alignment to be in a space to gather a better understanding of what you need to be for another person, if that makes sense, right? And then let's go ahead and pull a Iki. I'm so sick of these cards falling. I swear, every single video y'all see the top of my back. All right. Spirit, what calls to action do you have for Gemini? Boy, I swear. Okay. Make a note of it and get grounded. Like I said, yeah, there's a lot of needing to incorporate some practical energy into your life, figuring out what the truths are for you, and figuring out where you want to go. Also, I'm hearing that, figuring out what direction you want to go in. And with that, you got to get grounded. You gotta figure out, okay, so I'm tired, y'all. With making a note of it, sometimes our deepest desires are caught up in our subconscious because we worry about so much at once, with social media being a factor in a lot of our lives, and just living day to day. Like, we live such busy lives. We're capable of doing so much in one day now, as opposed to like 100 years ago, where you could only do, like, you spend a whole day just plotting out meals, killing cattle and chopping down wood just so you could be warm. Now it's like everything is so that we are not able to listen to our higher selves as much as we once were. And so you have to make time for that. I always tell you guys, free writes are a good way to do that, to access your higher consciousness, to see what it is that's really resting on your subconscious mind, as far as your desires, your needs, your wants. And then getting grounded that's one way to get grounded. So, actually doing the work towards increasing our finances, understanding how to manage them better, understanding how to budget, understanding how to save, understanding how you need to fund a dream. Okay, let's talk about that real quick, because I'm getting that cue. A lot of times we say, I don't want to do a job because I'm about to be big. I'm about to do this, I'm about to do that. Yeah, but nobody starts out big. Like, I promise you, it's more likely that you will get struck down by lightning and killed than it is that you will be given an opportunity and not have to pay anything to do anything. So at some point you got to come to the fact that in order to live out whatever your dream may be, whatever your passion is, okay, let's put it that way, you got to pay your dues. You got to figure that out. So having a day job, don't look at it as, oh, I have a day job and I do blase splee on the side. Look at it as, I have a day job to fund my career. Start speaking to yourself like that. Make what it is that's your passion, make that a reality. Make that the thing that's on the forefront of your mind, even when you're at your other job, just to pay the bills type thing. You feel me? So I love you guys so much. Sorry for the short reading, but I feel like we got right straight to the point. So leave me comments down below. Let me know how you liked it, if it resonates with you. Like this video, subscribe to my channel. You can get a personal reading via one of two ways. You can either go to nellnicole.com, check out my music page, of course, and then there's a like a tab or whatever that says Nell for High Vibe Services. You can go there, go all the way to the bottom, scroll all the way down, leave me a message that says your name, what type of reading you want, whether it be astrological, you know, compatibility within astrology or tarot. You know, you can do tarot readings. Let me know what time and day you're available. I'll get back to you within about 5 days, let you know if that time and day works for me, give you some price points, we can go from there. Or you can just directly email me that information at nellforhighvibe@gmail.com. Works the same way. Also, at the end of this video, I'm going to leave an end card that has the music video to my first official single, which is called Dreams. You can go check that out. Like that video, comment, subscribe to that channel. And I'll see you guys next time. I love you so much, Gemini. Have a good one.